Hello everyone, it's Shane Conto, your Wasteland reviewer, and welcome to Wasteland Talks, my weekly talk show where, talk about whatever the hell I want. And this segment is my playlist, and joining me for this episode is my wife, Jess. Jess, thank you so much for coming on and talking some music this time.
Wow, you're welcome. Love variety.
Shaking things up. And if we were going to be talking about variety of music, this would just be Rush. But it's not. These are Jess's favorite songs and not mine. There's no Rush on
there. I'm so sorry.
No, there is no Rush. But that's okay. That is perfectly okay. But this episode is Jess's top 10 favorite songs, and I have a playlist here. And we're going to talk a little bit about what Jess loves most about them. And then I have a little fun game for Jess at the end. And we're going to have some fun.
Oh.
So let's go through here, and we have our first song, which is This Must Be the Place by Talking Heads. So what makes this song stand out to you?
It's very relatable, Shane. Love the first line. It's home. It's where I want to be. It's true.
9 times out of 10, that is exactly correct. That is exactly where Jess wants to be. And to be frank, me too.
Yep. So I did notice that you also enjoy this song.
Oh, I do.
It's on our playlist, or shared playlist.
I've definitely grown a lot in the past couple of years in admiration for Talking Heads. They don't, I grew up listening to loving AC/DC and Leonard Skinner and a lot of classic rock music.
Rock.
Talking Heads is classic rock music, but it's very, art house, intellectual kind of rock music in the same vein of, Steely Dan and stuff like that.
Experimental, maybe.
This is certainly experimental, and ever since I saw their concert film in IMAX, just their music has really clicked for me. And this song in particular, I think, just has... It's about 5 minutes, which is... by far the longest song on your playlist. This 10-song playlist is 32 minutes.
Point of view, you have ADHD.
And I just love the vibe to it. And, David Byrne's vocalizations. It's, cool and just, chill at times. And, oh! And it would just, come out of nowhere there and just, shake things up. But I like the instrumental part quite a bit, too.
I like the... Is it a theremin?
There's a lot. There's certainly layers.
I suspect it's a theremin.
There's some interesting kinds of, ethereal kinds of sounds to the music where it's, it's kind of, level and more, a relaxed, chill kind of song. Except there's, those little idiosyncrasies about it. And that's Talking Heads, and that's what's so fascinating about their music. And it's interesting because compared to a lot of the songs on here, this is definitely one of the more, interesting from, a musical standpoint. But yeah.
There's one down there, too, I think, that will... There's a few, different for the artist. This, I don't think is different for the Talking Heads, but I'm just looking at the ones ahead.
Now, this next one was certainly one that I had never heard of, to be honest. And it's Hunnybee from Unknown Mortal Orchestra.
Yeah. I didn't pick the song about polyamory.
Okay.
Which I think is also interesting. But no, Hunnybee, so I picked these songs. These are my top 10 at the moment. And part of the reason, I guess, I can get into why I picked them is that it's varied. They're short. I have a short attention span. I wish some of them were longer. I wish most of them were longer, honestly. But they're not. It's okay. But I picked songs that I could listen to on repeat continuously because I like variety. I don't like to listen to the same songs. It depends on my mood. It depends on where I am. I really don't have a consistent... I have a consistent taste in music, but I don't always want to listen... I love Gordon Lightfoot, but I don't always want to listen to Gordon Lightfoot.
No, just always wants to listen to Fleetwood Mac. Or Tame Impala.
Listen, Fleetwood Mac is the only one I think's... Because even Tame Impala...
But we'll get there.
Okay. I get, tired-ish of that. But anyway.
Yes, what about this particular song?
It's a jam. Honestly, I think most of these are, yeah... I really like the, not a lot of their music is like this, I think. I mean, it is what it is, but, the music video is very chill. If you watch it, it's a girl looking out the window on a train.
I could get that vibe.
There's
just
some,
from listening to this song.
she's like got her headphones on if I remember correctly and like looking out the window. I really just like the way it sounds. I mean, you could get into the lyrics aren't why I picked it, but they're definitely darker than the songs. Music
Well, and
suggests.
it's like it just has that do 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 do, and it definitely has that like rhythm, and it feels
cool.
like it's
the guitar's cool.
It definitely feels like it's in that same area of music where like Tame Impala sits in terms of like
psychedelic.
It's like the psychedelic mix of like dance music, but if you turned dance music all the way down and made it slow.
Yeah, the electronic sounds.
Yep. And this one has definitely, because like I mentioned, I hadn't heard this song before, but since I've listened to this playlist probably like 8 times since Jess sent it to me in prep for the episode, and it just has that kind of vibe where you just can like tune into it and you're just going along chill. And listening to it.
Once you start listening to the lyrics though, you're like, oh, maybe not. You mean happy. It's okay.
Hunnybee?
Yeah, honeybee, honeybee. There's no such thing as sweet. Well, it's specifically the opening lyrics that are. Oh, jeez, I'm on the spot. All the rain and thunder days are getting darker. There's a part that's like major paranoia. So yeah, if you listen.
Yes,
to it,
I will
like,
not. I will not be playing any of the music because you will not be coming for me. Whoever would try to take my video down because
age of paranoia.
Yeah, warm rain and thunder days are getting darker. A week is such a long time. Eras rot like nature. Age of paranoia. I think. But then we get to honeybee, honeybee.
Yeah, sweetest thing. Yep.
It definitely has that very like chill kind of vibe to the music of it for sure.
I think part of it too is it's one of those songs that like the lyrics, the way the lyrics sound, I think they probably picked the lyrics over the meaning. Like they're not, I don't know how cohesive they are, but I'm not a musician.
And it has very soft like ha ha.
Yeah, the vocals are very it's like whispering.
Yeah, and it's higher octave.
Yeah, falsetto
like,
maybe.
Not me. Very much a bass.
Yeah, it isn't. I think it is in falsetto.
Now the next one, I'm on fire, and
did you expect to see Bruce?
please tell me you're from New Jersey without telling me you're from New Jersey.
Did you expect to see Bruce on there?
I didn't, to be honest, but this is
a jam. I wish this was longer.
Yeah, because
this is far and away my favorite Bruce song.
This is like 2.5 minutes. But
I'm not the biggest Bruce Springsteen fan. I mean, I'll listen to it. I like his music. I can acknowledge the appeal, but yeah, I just could listen to this on repeat forever. I wish that it was longer.
Hey, little girl, is your daddy
home? It is pretty
home?
horny. Like he's definitely like trying to smash.
And like this doesn't have that like big band kind of sound
it's
to
just
E
the
Street
drummer,
Band.
and the drummer I don't think is really even drumming. He's drumming, but he's hitting the sticks on the side.
It has that like much softer kind of like Bruce is singing directly to you kind of thing. It doesn't have like
it's like you are the girl that he's trying to smash.
From what I like about Bruce Springsteen, I like more like Born to Run or Glory Days, where you have like that big sound to it. And like anytime Clarence Clemens just comes in with his saxophone, I love it.
Yeah, this doesn't...
This is stripped down, much more him waxing poetic kind of Bruce Springsteen.
It works with his voice too, his like gravelly voice.
Yes,
that's what I like the most about this.
This definitely feels a lot more intimate, like... And...
Hey, little girl, is your daddy?
I got a bad desire. Yeah. Ooh, I'm on fire.
I love it. He didn't intend it this way, but when he talks about the, it's like someone took a knife, baby edging dull, and cut a 6-inch valley through the middle of my skull. I'm like, oh, does he get migraines? Relatable, buddy. I get it. I'm there with him. That's not what he meant, I don't think, but...
Like, vocally, he's giving a little, like, Johnny Cash vibe.
Yeah,
like, he's, like, stripping it back and just, like... Going straight with the, like, that bass kind of sound in his voice and stuff like that. And I appreciate this song, and it's a good song. And
thank you.
It's a lot of the songs on this playlist, they're very tight quick kind of songs for sure. Now,
were you surprised by this?
I was also I'm not surprised about the song. I'm surprised that you had the Beatles on your top 10, which
I know it's not. I would not put them in my top 10 favorite bands, but I do love this song.
But we do have Norwegian Wood, which
I'm a vocal critic of John Lennon as a person.
They're totally trying to bang, right?
This is about, if I recall correctly, it is that he wrote this song about someone he had an affair with.
So they did bang.
Yes.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yep.
Yeah, because this song is like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And, you know, I like the rhythm, the do, 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 do.
Yeah.
Of it all.
4.
And it's like the...
Yeah, the sitars. This was post-trip to India.
This is what, like...
You can tell.
It's just like they went from...
I love that sound.
Like a boy band kind of like...
Like a Hard Day's Night.
Kind of a sound, and then they started getting weird. And this is definitely where they started getting weird.
This is my favorite Beatles era.
But it's definitely, it's like...
This
is
very another one
obviously, like listening to Liz, like... I once had a girl, or should I say, she once had me. She showered me her. She showed me her room. Isn't it good, Norwegian wood? Whose wood are we talking about here?
So I think she had a headboard, if I'm remembering correctly, which doesn't help the case at all. But like,
the thing is, like, this has a much softer kind of folksy sound to it with
John Lennon singing it.
Yeah, and tinges of sitar.
Oh, I love that.
Jess just loves male singers singing seductively directly at her, apparently.
I like it because...
in 2-minute bursts.
So, what I like about this specifically is John Lennon's voice fine. I mean, I wouldn't pick this just because of it. It's the fullness of the sound that I really embrace. Like, it's you can tell the room, like... I, every once in a while, just need to hear a lot of sound in my... It's a sensory thing.
There's a lot of sound to it, and there's a richness to the sound of the song, too. Yeah, I love
the warmth of the acoustic instruments. So I just love... When I hear this in my car, it, like, calms me with the... It, like, bombards my ears, and I love it.
They totally schmanged and then was like, and when I awoke, I was alone. This bird had flown. So I lit a fire. Isn't it good, Norwegian wood? Is that saying that he lit her bed on fire? Mm-hmm. Damn.
Yeah, it's about right.
What a petty bitch.
Which, like, again, the lyrics are
specifically John Lennon I'm talking about.
Yeah, oh my god, the matching bowl cuts, though. Chef's kiss.
Oh yeah, this is Rubber Soul.
On this, yeah, of course it's Rubber Soul.
I'm a George Harrison fan. Out of the Beatles, like, I'm a huge George Harrison fan, so all my favorite Beatles songs are the George Harrison ones. I
used to be a lot more anti-Beatles. I've softened in my old age. I still think that John Lennon was not a good person, but I do like his music.
Yeah. Well, we have this conversation a lot. You can enjoy things. Yes, you can enjoy things despite the fact that they're shitty people.
Shane is pro art from the artist. I can't. Again, I think it's probably the ADHD because I get thinking, all right, Norwegian Wood, John Lennon. John Lennon was not a good person. Norwegian Wood, John Lennon, not a good person. They become intertwined.
So now, first of 2 Simon and Garfunkel songs, and under the category of songs I can clap to is Cecelia.
When I'm pounding on the steering wheel when this song comes on, it's got a great...
It definitely has a great tempo to it.
This is another...
It's a 3-minute song. And yeah.
He left, although he's a little more... He doesn't light a fire in this, which is probably his best quality, is that he's not an arsonist. Love that.
No, but, like, it just has that...
Oh yeah, I love that.
It's Cecelia, you're breaking my heart. This is just one of those songs that you could endlessly sing along to because it just has that energy to it and going with it. And it's such a fun, vibrant sound to it.
That's really why I like the song. It's fun. And it cheers me up when I'm not feeling so good. Also, I'm like, you know what? Good for you, Cecelia. Power moves.
Making love in the afternoon with Cecelia. up in my bedroom.
Yep.
It just,
I got up to wash my face.
it definitely has that vibe where it's like, it's infectiously gets energy out of you and wanting to sing along and have a fun time with it.
He's definitely simping for Cecelia here. I love that for him.
Which, luckily, luckily the two of them were very famous musicians. Let's just throw that out there.
Yeah, I just said to Shane, like, I can't imagine banging them. Because every time it comes up on Spotify, you, like,
Cecelia
see them,
did.
I'm just like... And she also sampled some other wares as well.
Now, for the least surprising entry... Well,
but also,
the band, for sure, we had some Fleetwood Mac, but I was surprised that Paper Doll was the one that wound up being the song that you picked.
Yeah, I probably should have subbed Secondhand News in there, but I do really like this song. It's got a round in it, which I love. I've talked to Shane about this before. I love when a song has a good round. Mm-hmm. Again, it's that fullness of the audio.
Yeah, there's definitely a fullness.
And same with this, it's similar with the, what is that? I think they're using the brushes or something on the snare.
Because, like, I'm a big Fleetwood Mac fan, too. And the band, the album Rumors is one of the greatest albums of all time. Just, like, top to bottom, incredible album. And they had the whole band was such a group of talented people.
Such a hot mess.
Yes, that too, but...
Love it.
Like, between Stevie Nicks and Lindsey Buckingham, Christy McVie, John McVie, McFleetwood, it's just... All of them are so talented. And the fact that you can have 3 different singers in a band all stand out in their own ways.
Yep. This is Stevie Nicks on this one.
And... like, points like, yesterday I was fascinated by
this is obviously about
else.
cheating, as most songs. This is on Rumors Deluxe, right? What album's this on?
Well, this is...
The Very Best.
Yeah, I owned this, the Very Best Greatest Hits album of Fleetwood Mac, which is
definitely about cheating.
80 to 90% just rumors anyway.
I also really love the opening lines, which is, you love a man with a future... You like a man with a future, you like a woman with a past. I'm just like, God, love that.
Looking for different things, right?
Yeah. Well, you love they talk about that on BoJack, a good damaged woman.
There you
love
go.
an ambitious man.
But yeah, there is a richness to all the vocalization in this song.
Oh yeah, there's like a million instruments. Love it.
It's a underappreciated Fleetwood Mac song for sure.
Yeah.
Now, back into the world of Simon and Garfunkel, we have April Comes She Will, which this is a sleek hour in a 1 minute.
I know, I'm
1
so
minute
sad.
50 seconds.
I wish it was longer.
So, what about this song really stood out to you?
Well, Shane, do you remember where it featured in our lives? I walked down the aisle of the song. But it's beautiful. I mean, I always liked it for a wedding, too, because I copied shamelessly Parks and Rec. Where they did the guitar-only version. But it's it's one guy singing to you directly.
And I appreciate the poetic nature of the song.
Yeah.
This definitely sounds like poetry with folk music around it. For sure. And like the April, the June, July, August, September play on. Like, you think it's just about like a name, and then you think, oh, well... It's also a month, and they're going into months and stuff.
It's a transition of time.
And there's not a lot of lyrics to this song either.
No, I love the guitar part. I mean, I love the lyrics too, but if it was just the guitar, I'd still love it as much.
It's a bit of like a haunting, beautiful kind of feel to it.
Very folk.
Very folk music.
Acoustic guitar.
You know, just a couple of dudes being dudes singing about women and passage of time.
Romantic.
Romantically being folksy. For sure. And I was a little surprised that you had 2 Simon & Garfunkel songs on here.
I contain multitudes.
There you go. You had multitudes of Simon and Garfunkel
I
on your
did.
top 10 list. Now, the next one I was not surprised by the artist, but also surprised by the song, and we have Tame Impala, and it's Beverly Laurel.
Do you know it's just one guy, Shane? Yes, I love Beverly Laurel. Again, it's the fullness of the song. It's the different sounds. I mean, there's electronic sounds when the beat drops. It's like... Choo, doo, doo, doo,
and it's earlier Tame Impala, too, because...
Yeah, Lonerism.
Because I love Elephant from this album.
Yeah.
This
It's
is
the most, like, straightforward rock.
very John Lennon-y
Yeah.
sounding
Yep.
in terms of the album for sure. This is
Psychedelic.
before it got like they got like Currents and
Yeah.
stuff like that got super into like electronic.
Yeah, Currents
kind
is
of.
definitely the most. Well, I guess not, because. Yeah. Anyway.
They're in a new era.
Yeah, he went fully that way. He's about to release another album. We'll see how it is.
I am sure you're anxiously awaiting
Tim Impala.
Tame Impala.
It's a meme to say. It's just one guy.
There you go.
But no, I like the sound of this one. Again, lyrics are fine, but I'm not in it for them. I'm in it for the instrumental. I actually kind of forgot this had lyrics in it for a little bit, and then I was like, oh yeah, there he is.
Well, all I'm going to say
that?
is I think it's very strange that somebody
Falsetto.
named their son Tame. But, you know.
It's Tim and Paula. It's two guys.
It was a joke, Jess.
So is that. It's Kevin Parker.
There you go. And this one is definitely the song I know the most out of all of these.
Yeah,
and
did it
it's
surprise
Only
you,
the
Shane?
Good Die Young from Billy Joel, my grandmother's least favorite song. Because she was a Catholic girl named
did not
Virginia.
want to come out.
My grandmom did not appreciate being called out by this song. But now, so, why'd you have Only the Good Die Young on?
I like Billy Joel.
Mm-hmm.
I picked the song because it's fun.
It is a fun song, and also,
really,
you know,
I mean, that's
calling
really
out,
it,
calling out Catholics
Oh yeah,
and stuff
again,
like
it's
that.
another guy trying to smash.
Just like, only the good die young, so
Yep.
let's go schmang it right now.
Don't waste any more time.
Yeah, my grandma thought Billy Joel was a little pervert.
I mean, I don't know, pervert, definitely horny.
You know, Captain Jack, you sit at home and masturbate.
I hate that song. My mom hates that song.
Because you're women. You don't know. You
No,
don't
it's not
appreciate
even that.
creepy
I don't
guys
care.
sitting at home masturbating
I mean,
while his sister's on a date.
I guess I don't, but like I just hate that song.
This one has a lot of fun energy, and it's another one where you can like.
Yeah, I'm also a
do
big
the
fan
clapping
of
along.
Ballad of Billy the Kid, but I picked this one.
Come out, Virginia, don't let me wait.
It moves.
You Catholic girls start much too late.
Oh, sooner or later it comes down to fate.
This was like that, like a bit of a doo-woppy Billy Joel. We're exclusively 80s Joel.
Uptown Girl.
But yeah, it's definitely has a great vibe. And like Billy
Fun.
Joel's fantastic. And this one is indeed Off the Stranger. So, the guy from Step Brothers would be happy. But no,
Like the Stranger. I do like the Stranger.
This is a classic Billy Joel song, and Billy Joel is just so much fun in terms of classic rock music and everything.
He's a good time.
And we had a late edition, had a little bit of adjustment, but
Yeah, I had to take
from
something off.
Did She Mention My Name by Gordon Lightfoot.
Yeah, I like Gordon Lightfoot. I'm sad that I waited till he died to get really into him, because it's definitely in my lane.
We watched a documentary about Gordon Lightfoot.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
He was very interesting.
And Jess did not... I'm imagining Jess did not pick The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald because she did not want me to bring up the fact that she loves shipwrecks, but I did it anyway.
I do. And I thought it was very sweet that when he died, they chimed the bell in the Maritime Sailors Cathedral 30 times for each man on the Edmund Fitzgerald and Gordon Lightfoot. Again, this is a guy who's probably trying to smash. He's asking about a girl that he
Well, to
knew.
be fair, like 75% of music
I know.
we're trying to smash.
Well, it's one guy. But I really like this one. It's nostalgic because he talks about all this stuff. You know, if you moved away from your hometown, I did.
Mm-hmm.
I moved a couple of times. I moved when I was 12 from a very small town in his rural South Jersey, about as rural South Jersey as you can get. And then I moved again. But, you know, anybody who's moved after being in their hometown and returns probably knows the feeling that he's evoking in this song.
That's why I went to my 5-year high school reunion.
Oh, yeah, what a power move, Shane.
There you go. Yeah. But no, this
I haven't
is
been to any
some
of mine. I don't
nice
have any desire.
folksy kind of music as well. About 2.5 minutes long as well.
It's all the
nice
stuff you
tight
miss.
little song.
It's a all the stuff you miss about your hometown too, like the old folks and your shitty landlord that you probably rented from, and that girl you can't forget. By the way, did she talk about me? Did she mention me at all? Anyway, how's everything else?
My name?
I love the what is it? Did her eyes get distant? It's like, bro, come on, just go back and ask her yourself. Come on.
It just reminds
me
of that.
Probably sussing it out.
Reminds me of that scene from Wayne's World 2.
Oh yeah.
Where it's just like,
a distant look in his eyes.
I used to know a girl from there. It's like, I know it's not like a big role, but like, couldn't we have gotten like a better actor? And then Charles Dance is like,
he does look into the distance.
I used to know a girl from that street.
See, like, same.
And yeah, he does. It's so perfect. And then little tears. But no, this definitely has a relatable kind of feel to it.
Love that.
Now,
is that the last one?
Yep. There are Jess's 10 favorite songs.
Right now.
At least for right now. You ready to play a little game?
Yeah.
So you have to guess how I would rank these.
Oh, boy. Let's see.
So do you want to start at the bottom or the top?
We'll do the bottom. I'm going to say Norwegian Wood's your bottom.
Close.
Okay.
I think probably there's at least a familiarity there. I've heard the song plenty of times before.
Hunnybee.
Yeah. Hunnybee was probably at the bottom because like it's not really my kind of sound either. Like I do enjoy it, and like I had never heard this song before, so it has yet to grow on me.
Yeah.
So yes, Honeybee's at the bottom. What's number 9?
Norwegian Wood.
Probably. So yeah.
Shane's giving out hints here. I'm gonna put Beverly Laurel.
Yes. We're moving along so far.
So, I'm gonna say probably one of the Simon and Garfunkel songs next.
But which one?
April Come She Will.
Yes. So
see, that's where we diverge in terms of taste.
So now we got 6 songs left, and that's This Must Be the Place, I'm on Fire, Cecelia, Paper Doll, Only the Good Die Young, and Did She Mention My Name?
I'm going to put Cecelia next.
No.
Paper Doll.
No. Another one that I'm not another one that I'm not super familiar with.
I'm on Fire?
No.
Huh. What's left?
You didn't guess This Must Be the Place, Only Good Die Young,
Did She Mention My Name?
Did She Mention My Name?
Okay.
Would probably be next. So now we got my top 5 of Jess's list, which is in some order: This Must Be the Place, I'm on Fire, Celia, Paper Doll, and Only the Good Die Young.
I'm gonna put I'm on Fire next.
Close.
Paper Doll.
Yes, Paper Doll's 5.
I'm on Fire.
I'm on 5 is 3.
Okay.
So we got This Must Be the Place, Cecelia, and Only the Good Die. Yep, Cecelia would be number 3.
I'm gonna put Only the Good Die Young, and then This Must Be the Place.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew that was gonna be number 1. That's why I wanted to work backwards.
This Must Be the Place is definitely the one that stood out to me.
No,
like,
I know you're not
going
super
into this list. I probably would have had like the easy was like, oh, Only the Good Die Young is definitely my favorite.
No, but I figured.
But then like I mentioned, the Talking Heads have certainly grown on me. But that's okay. We're married, but we have different tastes in music, and that's okay.
I need to change my tastes to fit to... No, I'm just kidding. I'm not doing that. I don't love AC/DC that much. I'm not the biggest fan
fired.
of AC/DC. I'm really not. It's okay.
Shots fired.
It's okay. I'm just saying, objectively, who's a better lyricist, Gordon Lightfoot or anybody in AC/DC when they're talking about having...
Honey, roll over.
STIs.
Let us on top. Come on, Jess.
Jack.
Big balls.
Yeah,
Come on.
So, it still reminds me of the AI-generated song that was like...
creativity.
I love that song for all the dog.
Get the bark of the dog.
Oh my god, the AI, I know, it really focused on that and the balls. And it was the dog is too young. I'm like...
I am really not trying to argue that the lyricists in AC/DC are better than, like... any of them
It's about
on your list.
It's about enjoyment.
But did any of them make Back in Black or Highway to Hell? No, they did not.
I'm glad.
So
they
there you
wouldn't
go.
have been on the list if they did.
But Jess, thank you so much for coming on and talking some music with me.
You're welcome.
And thank all of you out there for always tuning in and supporting your Wasteland Reviewer.